Hello everyone, and welcome to the 7th installment of the feature analysis series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gemini UI that I've been working on over the last month or so, the last 3 weeks approximately. So I have been working firstly on this here, the EFI tuner. I've been working on the introduction to the game, the initial introduction when you start up the game, car selection, and then just some general other stuff. So yeah, before I get into the actual content, as per usual, I will review what progress has been made aside from the actual feature that I'm analyzing. So I'm going to bring Twitter over here so you can see we have some media here. I released this recently. This is prior to, and then this is the GLS Prologue AB. Now this is a tweet here that you may be familiar with. So basically we intended to have a trailer out on the 4th of February, but I've since taken down. It didn't meet my standards for what I want to represent the game as. So you know, initially I felt that it was rushed, and of course it was something leading up that I wasn't sure. So I'm not going to be pushed by deadlines. You know, if something doesn't meet my quality of standard, which it didn't, then I'm not going to release it. But I gave myself a date, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So we'll have a new trailer, you know, sometime in the future, but not something that's going to be pushed by deadline. It's going to be pushed by when I feel that the quality of the game is, you know, warrants a trailer. So then you move on to the XRS by R-Motion. So this is being made again by Mega Ringstar, who's been working pretty fine. He's made decent progress. Then you have the car selection, which I'll be looking over in a second, but you have some screenshots here. So these are some of the outlines of cars, and I'll review those later. Then I had a competition to win stickers in partnership with barjazoku.com. So if you want to check out they do a car club, basically showing, you know, people's cars. They're based in France, and it's pretty interesting. So they're almost like a family. So we did a giveaway with them for those 2 stickers there, and we've announced the winners since. So those are on the way. Then this is the garage that I was showing. Then we have one of my favorite sticker volumes so far, volume 5. You know, some pretty interesting stickers there. So thank you to everyone in the community for providing the game with these stickers. And finally, we have our latest release, the Tanaka X90. So this is a car that wasn't initially in the demo car list that I announced earlier late last year, but we're including some more, particularly Tanaka, because there's been some demand for that, and we'll have approximately four or 5 cars, maybe 6 within, you know, that will be announced in the future. But this is one of them. This has been highly requested, so here you go. And that concludes that segment. Now we're going to have a look at the UI itself. So I'm just going to start up the main menu. So I'll break it down. So firstly, you have your 2 cars. I'm not sure how the frames are going to fare, but it should be fine. It's just due to the recording. But you have the Hachiroku GTS, and you have the Naitukizu R32. So whatever car you have in your garage, it does a cinematic view of basically your garage. So then you can see down here, I can press any key to continue, which I will do now, and then it snaps to this camera angle, which regardless of car, it will snap to that camera angle. So you can see I can navigate here by using my arrow keys. I'm yet to implement using your mouse cursor, but I'll be doing that shortly. This is still a work in progress. I've just been working on this over the last few weeks, but I'm at the moment, last few days I've been working on implementing functionality. So you can see I can look around here and view the cars. It's just gives the effect of that, somewhat like a camera. Then I can go here into garage. I can either customize or view my car. So the view mode, you'll be able to have a free camera to move around anywhere in the garage and take screenshots, take photos. Then obviously customize. You can customize, which I previously did a few videos on customization. I will be upgrading the UI in the coming week or so to suit the Gemini team of things. Then you go into extras. You have controls, credits, about this game, support, development, everything there, and then drive. Once it's working, I should have my 2 cars there, but I'm currently working on the implementation of that, but that should be fine. So that is how that works. I'd also like to bring your attention to some work that some of the people in the community have been doing. This guy, his username on Discord is, I think is, let me check, Minmi. So he's been working on some posters for the game, so I'm just going to enable free mode so I can just show you what they look like. He's been doing some great work, and he's going to be doing some more very soon. So you can see we have the Naitukizu one there, and then over here I have Tanomo, which is a brand that he's invented, which is basically Tanaka's motorsport division. So I have those 2 posters, and more will be on the future. The rest are placeholders for now. So if you want to use any resources, such as files, etc., or templates, here over in Discord, I have the pinned messages. For those who are making liveries, you can use this. Basically, it's a resource to access all of the in-game brands logos, which I've received quite a lot of, so I appreciate everyone who's been working on that. Then moving over to the introduction to the game. It's basically your splash screen every time you'll see it. So it's just basically this and our logos. Yeah, so it's very basic. There should be sound, but I'm not recording sound currently, but anyway. So yeah, then you move on to the car selection menu. If it's your first time starting up, you move on to this car selection menu, and if not, then, or if it's your first time starting up, you are greeted with an introduction video, basically showing some gameplay, some action. And if it's not your first time, if you're just joining back, then you are moved on to the main menu, which I showed earlier. So here you have all the cars. So some of them are without outlines, but I'll once the models are done. So I'll just explain quickly. So you have this is the kilometers per hour, brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in miles per hour, aspiration, your weight, engine. So we've named it the code, so BL is belong, and then we've got a way of naming these, and then obviously we got the displacement and engine type, and then layout, front, which is front engine, front wheel drive. So then that's the GL, which will be coming soon. Metro. This is the recently announced GLS Prologue, or recently released model. So you've got all your statistics there. The Hachi Roku 2-door and the Hachi Roku 3-door. the Karuto GT AE80 or A30, which will be coming relatively soon. The ST185, the ST205. You can see all the statistics here. Got the F4 4-wheel drive Sporting 800, the Sugarita Suparo, which this outline is not the finished one, but it's still a work in progress. You can see some pretty high specifications there. Twin Kamsu GTX, which is the brother or sister, whichever way you prefer, to the Hachiroku. The Yuso, which is coming soon. The Terzo XS7FC FD, the Roadster, the Pseudo Evolution 3, and you can see there's the Akuma Z Naikitsu R30, Naikitsu GT R32, and then the Aruto Works RSR. So you can see that a lot of them still need work, but in terms of how they look with the outline, I'm very satisfied. It looks exactly how I viewed it. So I'm very happy with how this looks so far. And then obviously you'll go here, select, and then you will be able to choose that car. For the demo, you're able to choose any car, your first car, any car you want. But then for the second car, you're going to have to move your way up, attain currency by completing tasks, and upgrade your level by gaining experience within the game. So that is that part of affairs. Then if I go back to the main menu, I'll just show you. So then you are, from here you can drive, and basically once you select your car and drive, it will fade to black and engine noise will come on. I've got to implement the sounds which I received, but I haven't implemented them yet, but they do sound of quality in my opinion. So we've also been working on the customization in terms of actual modifications. So we've been starting with the Mercy. So there's been a few things done. So for each class, which I'll show you the classes, this is for exterior. So you have the bumper, lights, license plate. There should be, with the exception of some, there will be at least 7 to 15 options. That's what we're aiming for. Obviously it won't apply to if you tint, cover, etc., you know, but so far we've just started on the Tunaris. Our modeler has been working on the Mercy, so you can see there's different logos or different bumpers. So this isn't the highest quality image, but he's been working on that, and obviously we'll be rolling that out to every feature or every part of every car. So I'm looking forward to that, because it's certainly a large factor in our game, the customization. So with that, I think that brings a conclusion. I'm over the next month, it should take me approximately 2 weeks to finish the rest of the UI. So I've got to get the pause menu working, the settings working, customization working, and then the in-game UI working for scenarios such as, you know, purchasing of liveries, purchasing of you know, start engaging with races, etc., etc. Purchasing of cars. The purchasing of cars from in-game shops will be done similarly to how you select a car on the car selection, which I displayed earlier. Another thing to note is that you'll only be able to have 2 cars at once in the demo, but in the full game you'll be able to expand your garage. Yeah, so once I have this UI done, I plan to release a development log on our Tumblr page. It's been a small bit, it's been approximately 2 months since I've last released one, so I am looking forward to doing that. And yeah, I think that pretty much brings this episode of feature analysis to a conclusion. Thanks for watching. If you want to support, you can do so by following on social media, all linked down below. You can help with development by subscribing on Twitch, and if you want to contribute to stickers, etc., there's platforms to do so over on Discord. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for supporting development and watching, and I'm really looking forward to working on the game in the future. It's been this month or so has been pivotal to how I've seen the game progress, and the UI really gives the game more shape, and now that I see it, it's easier for me to imagine the final product and how it's going to look, and it's certainly something I'm looking forward to. So with that, I'd like to say thank you and bye.